Am I to assume we've yet to arrive at an amicable ceasefire?
Why not? You assume everything else. When you're not in La-La Land.
Look, how many times do I have to explain? The plan is watertight. It'll be another 28 days before I have to think about the real money, and by then I'll have already sold on to Bevan.
What about covering the deposit check?
All in hand.
You're talking about completing in 2 weeks, and this whole thing's hanging on Eric Pollard clearing planning permission.
Eric will deliver. He's too greedy not to. You know what he's like.
Dad! The whole deal's built on if this happens, if I get this loan, if that happens. What about when we go bankrupt and get chucked out on the street?
That is not going to happen. You see, it's all to do with timing.
You're not kidding. You know, not so long back, the only reason you escaped Mad Steph was because you had nothing. You're playing with money you haven't got.
Well, that's rich coming from you. Besides, we're talking about abstract figures.
I've heard it all before, Dad. Yeah, ever since I was a little girl, your money's always been abstract figures. It's just another way of saying you've never got any.
Look, if anything should go wrong, not that I'm envisaging any problems, you'll be all right. You're an adult. You've got your own income. You've got your own business. I just wish sometimes you had a bit more faith in your old man.
You know, I remember all these speeches about trusting you and one big last opportunity. They usually came just before you packed me off to another boarding school so that you could fail in peace without me mithering you.
All this is failure, is it?
Well, you seem to think so, or you wouldn't be gambling with it.
Fair enough. Well, we'll see who's a failure in a month's time, when the mill's been sold on.
If!
When? And it will happen. Because I'm going to make it happen.
I've seen how strong you can be. Every problem you've ever faced, you've beaten it. You've come out the other side ready to fight the next one. So come on. I think we could both do with some of that now. Don't you?
But what can I do, though?
Be there to help. Otherwise, keep things exactly how they've always been. That way, at least I won't have to pretend that I'm a burden when things start getting worse.
You're gonna die and you're more worried about me.
It's an odd thing, knowing exactly what the future's got lined up for you. It'd be kind of liberating if it wasn't for the big mystery prize at the end.
So what's likely to happen? The symptoms, I mean.
The headaches, well, they'll get more frequent, probably worse. I'm already losing some control in my fingers, hands, you know, fiddly stuff. And then my eyesight's deteriorating. I could be subject to what they call a personality change. Maybe I'll turn up nice after all.
You're still drunk, there's coffee in there.
What makes you think I want to sober up?
You're disrupting my rehabilitation.
I'll disrupt your head in a minute. Look, I've been round Manchester all night, and yes, I've been drinking. But now I want to get some kip. So don't mind me.
So you won't have heard about Chris Tate slinging our charity out then?
You what?
They've split up, apparently. She's gone to an hotel somewhere.
You're not winding me up.
What, so you can thump me?
Oh, nice one, Marlon. You nearly sobered me up there. Here's me been miserable all night. I come home and it's good news all round, eh?
Always nice to be able to brighten somebody's day.
Shift.
So, this is the nerve centre.
You've got some nerve. What do you possibly expect me to do in less than 24 hours?
For 15 grand, I don't think miracles are out of the question. It's only planning permission.
You can't hurry these things.
I can't. You can.
Well, when do I get to see the readies?
As soon as I see some progress, which, if you don't mind, needs to be very soon. Otherwise, the whole thing will go pear-shaped, including your bung.
Suppose I just have to risk it.
Well, what have you done so far? Oh, Eric, there's the phone, man. Get them moving. What's the problem? God knows they move fast enough when they chase me for my council tax.
Well, I suppose there are one or two favours I could call in now that you mention it. Maybe 20 might speed things up a touch.
Eric, let's forget it.
All right. Thought it was worth a try. Leave it with me.
Could you just sign this, Mrs. Birch? Certainly, Eddie. Thanks very much.
It went like a dream, Howard. Yeah, that's all in place, don't you worry. Planning permission? No problem. Yeah, I'm expecting word on that any minute. Ah, well, you see, it's local knowledge, isn't it? Sorry? No, that shouldn't be an issue. Right, yeah. Well, Yorkshire hospitality, best there is. Yes, I'll look forward to it. Why can't they just let me get on with it? Damn!
How much worse can it get now?
Danny, I don't care what you really think, but all I want to hear from you, until I say otherwise, is naive, youthful optimism. If in doubt, shut up.
Well, go on then. What fun have they got in store for us now?
Better. Howard Bevan's due. He wants it all done and dusted within the next 10 days.
That's wonderful news.
All right. No need to get carried away.
Were you in yesterday when I was knocking?
It's a bit of an unfair question to ask your husband's employee. Let's just say I'm aware of your visit.
And is Chris in now?
Not as far as I know. He's gone for a walk with Zoe.
OK, so you can let us in then?
Can't do that, love, sorry.
You mean you don't want to?
After what you've been up to, I think you've got a nerve asking.
I'll remember this, Terry.
Anyway, talent night, where were we?
You were asking for help organising it, and I was telling you to get lost.
I was hoping you might have reconsidered.
There you go. Louise will help. She's doing nothing.
Well, thanks very much. What's she volunteered me for now?
Very good cause.
Oh, I hate that. Go on, break it to me gently.
You're now official co-organiser of the village talent night.
Is there any?
What about me and our Eddie?
I dread to think.
Hey, don't knock it till you've seen it. We used to do escapology when we were kids. Le frère, espère. Hope Brothers in French.
You mind? They did used to educate working class at one time, you know.
Plus it rhymes. Anyway, you know what kids are like. But hey, we were good.
Is this an art that could be revived?
Well, I don't see why not.
Don't you think you'd better ask Eddie first?
What about making an exhibition of himself in public? You're joking, aren't you? It's his raison d'etre.
Come to glow, have you?
And why would I want to do that?
Because it's what you do best. Well, just don't start on me, because I'm not in the mood. Look, get lost, King. You stink of beer.
Yeah, well, I should think so. I spent enough on it last night. Look, I couldn't care less about you and Tate. I was going to ask what's happening with Debbie.
She's staying at a hotel with me. She's going to school from there. And we've only got what we're standing up in. So that's why I'm here, because I'm trying to get into my own house, because he's changed the pig in locks.
Course of true love, eh?
We need clothes, we need all sorts.
Well, you got your purse, haven't you?
Yeah, and that's where I'm going now, shopping.
Right, and you're going to pay a fortune in this. Come on, and then I can see Debbie. And I'm stone cold sore. You just caught me off guard, that's all.
Oh, why not? Not as if I have to worry about upsetting my husband, is it?
hardly got the sort of money you're looking for, have I? Not now, with the B&B going through.
I know that, Alan, but every bit helps. But I am talking about a big return on a small investment. It's only the 100 grand that's the issue. Once that's in place, it's all plain sailing.
You make it sound so simple. Oh, and tempting, don't get me wrong.
But?
I know how much money I've got, and I know it's safe. You'd be surprised how that simple comfort makes life a lot more bearable. No hard feelings? I do admire you for having a go, I must say that.
Well, if I can't have your money, I'll have to settle for that. Cheers.
To plain sailing.
Not in George shopping.
Well, I couldn't find much that I liked.
Didn't stop you buying that, did it, eh?
No. And every pound I spend needles in that little bit more. So are we having a drink or what?
As long as you keep waving the plastic around, I'm all for it.
Oi. Double vodka for me.
I'll have a pint and all, please, mate. Hey, there's no one to take your foul mood out on the bar staff. They're your only true friends. Look, once your divorce comes through, you're going to be rolling in it. I don't know what's up with you.
I just don't like being made to feel like I don't exist anymore.
And what would you rather be? Broke and pitied or rich and ignored?
Oh, don't you worry. I will be skimping on nothing. You see this? This is just a start, this is.
Right. Well, in that case, no pint of lager for me, mate. Can we have a bottle of champagne instead?
Yeah, just stick it on the bill.
Charity has a right to know.
Charity has no rights whatsoever as far as I'm concerned. So I tell her what's happening, and she pretends she's sorry. We live out alive for the next however long.
At least it might stop her if she knew what you were going through.
What's the point? She found out I was ill, she'd only try and contest the divorce. First thing a solicitor's going to say is that I'm no longer competent to make any decision regarding money.
When did you find out?
I already thought she'd slept with Kane by the time of the first brain scan. I mean, how much good news can you take? I swore then that I'd never tell her the second I found out. I would have changed that. I also ask you not to let this go any further. She must never know.
The thought of actually speaking to you again after this makes me physically sick.
We're agreed on something, then?
Everything she touches, she has to break.
She's a dingle.
Do you want to head back?
I want to get drunk.
Something else we can agree on, then.
No. If that's as far as you're prepared to go, so be it. I'll be in first thing in the morning. Thank you.
How much?
50,000. I was expecting twice that.
Well, you're getting there.
Yeah, too slowly. Plan B, I'm afraid.
Are you tapping up now?
Well, it's not only banks and building societies that lend money.
Stand back, everyone!
Bob, I'm not even sure if I'm going to be here next week.
Yo, where are you going? You've only just got here. You haven't seen Viv yet.
That'll be a treat.
Yeah, you never know. That dengue fever could paralyse her vocal cords. Do us all a favour.
Don't you be planning on running off, Eddie, if you break that bedding box.
Hey, no animals or pieces of furniture will be injured in the making of this magical illusion.
You are definitely not going anywhere till after this contest, Eddie, because you are the star turn.
It's the only turn.
Come on, in you go.
I put a bit of weight on since I was 12.
Do you not like riding a bike?
That's a trick, love. I actually come out on a bike.
Where are the air holes?
Oh, it's full of them. Come on, bend down, in you go.
It's not going to work.
Stop moaning it. Come on.
Hi, what can I get you?
Just a tonic, love, thanks. I'm looking for Eddie Hope. I believe he's staying here.
Oh, yeah, he is. Eddie, someone to see you.
Gary, how you doing, mate?
It would be nice to look back fondly over all the women that I've had dealings with in the past throughout my life, but I can't. I therefore drink to the ruination of the entire species. Present company accepted.
I'd rather think there was just one out there for me, if that's all right.
Fair enough. The rest of them can all just squeal and giggle over a cliff as far as I'm concerned. But... no, I will. I'll drink to Rachel, who stabbed me in the back, Kelly, who was just using me anyway, and Kathy, thank you for all those wonderful years. Charity. God, I need a refill for that one.
I'll get it.
You don't want me spilling anything?
Don't, Chris.
I'm sorry, but that's all I've got. Look, what I'm saying, it's all for my own benefit. You know, the women thing. To be honest, the one factor in my life, the only person who's never really let me down, is you.
Well, I don't know what's come over you lately, Eddie. But I tell you, you keep sending this many orders in, and that salesman of the month tie's as good as round your neck. And there's a free golf day this time. Drinks with the captain.
If everything falls into place.
Now, that's like the old Eddie. More hope than expectation. Anyway, I'd better be getting off. I assume I'll be seeing your deposits any time now.
Yeah, just getting the paperwork together.
Hey, can this lad sell or what, eh? Could sail a fish of fur coat already.
He's the man, aren't you, Eddie? Well, he'd better be. No guts, no glory, eh? I'll see you, lads.
Danny, get Dave a drink, will you?
Water, pal. I don't drink. Brothers? So, you want to borrow some money?
Well, at least you get straight to the point.
Well, I'm not here for nightlife, am I?
He reckons he's leaving me with nothing. I don't see how he figures that out when I'm not even the one asking for the divorce, am I?
Yeah, well, if you need any help spending your millions, you know where to come.
You've already started by the looks of things.
And I'm carrying on. Especially now you're being nice to me.
Don't push it. I might be getting drunk, but I am not losing my memory. The only reason I'm sat here with you now is because it is 1 degree more acceptable than what I've just had off Chris.
I'll take that. Another bottle of this, please, mate.
Still a pig.
Yeah? And you keep filling the trough. Cheers. You're always too good for him anyway.
So I'm at school slaving away and you two are out enjoying yourselves.
Right, sweetheart, I was just telling your mummy how every cloud has a silver lining.
Makes a change from shouting at me then, eh?
I don't know. Not too shy yourself. Take after your mum.
Oh, is he boring or what?
Yeah, anyway, look, there's some kids waiting outside from school. Can I go into town with them for a bit?
Well, don't you want to wait here and chill out with your old man for a bit?
You'll still be when I get back, won't you?
Right, well, go on then. 1 hour. But then I want you back in your room doing your own work.
Yeah. See you in a bit.
Seems pleased with herself.
Yeah? Well, I don't know why. It's hardly happy families, is it?
I don't know. Happens she likes seeing her mum and dad waiting for her when she comes back from school, looking like they're having a good time.
I can't carry on staying at Ashley's under the circumstances.
See, you're treating me like an invalid again, as opposed to your nasty brother who you were so angry with earlier. I don't want that.
Well, I don't care what you want. You can just do as you're told for once.
I'm serious. Charity's unpredictable enough. And with Kane in tow, anything could happen. I don't want you, and especially Jean, around here. If anything untoward happens.
What about you?
Well, they can't harm me, can they?
I don't know.
All right, I'm more concerned about you than I am about me. Your health isn't something we should be messing around with.
What if I do start to slip back?
If you need someone to talk to, speak to Ashley. Tell him what I've said and why I want to keep it between us. Only if you need to.
You know, the person who's going to come out best of all this is Charity. She's just going to walk away.
No. She might think she is.
She's brought nothing but trouble to this house, nothing.
And she'll pay. Don't you worry.
Does he follow you about everywhere?
I'm the staff. What do you do for an honest living then?
Danny.
I bail people out when orthodox channels don't want to know cock. Any more questions?
So, are we in business? Or should I look elsewhere?
No. I just like to know what my clients have to lose before I assist in helping them to gain, if you see what I mean.
Yeah, I see exactly what you mean.
Do you mind if I just say something?
I do. Money will be with you tea time tomorrow. Interest starts to accrue the minute we check on it.
See you tomorrow.
You do know what you're doing here, don't you?
Only too well, unfortunately.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind, but he actually conned me into thinking I had a second chance. Snake.
All right. So, none of it's our fault by your reckoning. Could do you next time I'm in court.
It really hurt me, actually. The way he did it. It's absolutely cold.
Well, got to give him his due. You don't get where he is, especially from a wheelchair with that being hard as nails.
Yeah, well, I could have killed him just for that look on his face. Don't look at me like that, Kane. I'm telling you. Sitting there all formal like he was sacking one of his drivers. Come on, what are you doing?
Give it here.
It's not working.
What you like?